Before he became one of history's most infamous dictators, he wanted to be an artist. Not a politician, not a military leader, not the face of a world war. An artist. And strangely enough, he was quite decent. Adolf was born in Austria in 1889. As a teenager, he became obsessed with drawing and architecture. His mother, Clara, supported his artistic ambitions deeply. After leaving school, Adolf dreamed of attending the prestigious Academy of Fine Arts, Vienna. To him, this was the path to greatness. Most of Adolf's surviving artwork consists of watercolor paintings and architectural sketches, and honestly, they're surprisingly neat. His style focused heavily on buildings, perspective, symmetry, precision, urban scenery. Although his paintings often felt empty, no emotion, very few people, almost no life. The streets look almost too perfect, too still, like abandoned movie sets. Some art critics compare them to architectural drafts rather than emotional artwork. You can tell he genuinely admired architecture. Ironically, this obsession only led to the destruction of European finest architecture pieces. Adolf showed technical control in architecture, but struggled with creativity and human expression, and that became a major issue later. These paintings felt more personal than his city scenes. The colors are muted, the atmosphere is quiet, almost melancholic. But again, critics argued there was little originality. He painted what he saw, not necessarily what he felt, which is weird. Because his inspiration was classical realism and architecture romanticism. Traditional European styles full of details but mainly emotion. He disliked modern experimentation and abstract art. Later in life, this hatred of modern art became extreme. As dictator, Hitler would label modern art as degenerate art, targeting movements like modernism, expressionism, cubism, surrealism. Ironically, the same art world that rejected him became one of his greatest enemies. In 1907, Hitler applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, Vienna. He was confident, but the Academy rejected him. According to reports from the entrance examiners, his architectural drawings showed promise, but his human figures were weak. One examiner allegedly suggested he pursue architecture instead. There was another problem, though. Hitler had never properly finished secondary school, which limited his path into architectural education. Still determined, he applied again in 1908. Rejected again. After failing to enter the academy, Hitler stayed in Vienna, struggling financially. He sold small paintings and postcards to survive. Some were bought by tourists, others by local dealers. For years, he lived a drifting life between shelters and cheap apartments. And during this period, many historians believe his worldview became increasingly bitter and radicalized. It's impossible to say whether acceptance into art school would have changed history, but one thing is certain: the rejection became part of his personal mythology, a story of humiliation, failure, and resentment. So, was Adolf Hitler actually a good artist? The honest answer is, technically, somewhat. Historically significant? Absolutely. But creatively groundbreaking? Not really. Most art experts agree that his work was competent but limited. He could copy architecture carefully, he understood perspective, but he lacked imagination, emotional depth, and strong human composition. His paintings were more skilled hobbyist works than masterpieces, and compared to the revolutionary artists emerging in Europe at the time, his style already looked old-fashioned.